I'm Chanel makeup artist Zoe Taylor, and today I'm going to show you a look using the all-new Le Fleurs de Chanel Spring Summer collection. This collection is really special because the whole thing is based on plant life, and you can really see the textures and the colours really come through in all of the formulas. It's incredible. For skincare, I use the Camellia Water Cream, which is so hydrating. I love it. It's great as a base for any kind of foundation. I followed it by the Le Beige foundation, which I love because it's really easy to build up where you need extra coverage, and also you can sheer it out where you don't need so much coverage. I'm going to be using the Bouquet Ambre, which is beautiful. It's got all these incredible tones and colours and actually quite different textures. I'm going to start with the matte, which is actually the deepest shade, and using a fluffy brush, I'm going to take it straight onto my lid, concentrating on the outer corners because I kind of want this to be a little bit smoked out. Even though it's for spring, I think it's really nice to add a bit of definition. These colours are incredibly flattering on all eye colours, on all skin tones. They just seem to suit everybody, and they're so buildable. So this is a matte and you can't really go wrong with it. Most mattes can feel a bit frightening because they go a bit patchy, but actually this is so beautifully milled. You can see it just goes straight on so easily. I've taken it up to my socket and I'm just softly blending it out. This is a good trick to make your eyes look a little bit bigger. Using what's left on my brush, not applying anything else, I'm just going to slightly take the colour up into my temples because I really want to blend that into a bit of blusher later on, because I feel like sometimes having a bit of warmth in your blusher can be really pretty, and also it enables you to really bespoke the colour. I really try to leave this little bit of skin naked because I feel like I'm going to be able to add the highlighter later and it's going to really pop. So don't bring your colour all over the lids, just into the socket and blend a little bit each side and then up into the temples. It really is just a whisper of colour here, it's not very much at all. Next up, I'm going to be using this. This is a baked colour, so it's got a little bit more of a kind of gold shot through it, and it feels like it's a little bit more highlighting, but still has the depth of colour. And again, going on with a fluffy brush, I'm just going to take this back over at the socket line again. This is really just to enhance that line there. I don't want any hard lines, just want it to look soft and pretty and spring-like and fresh. So again, just into the socket. By adding that little extra bit of brown just into the socket line, you can see the intensity is growing, which is quite nice. It still feels fresh, but there's something else in there. There's a bit more depth. Going in with a really small brush into the first colour that we used, which was that very warm terracotta colour. I'm just going to go underneath the eye. I find this really helps to open up the eye a little bit. So we're going to go in with a bit of lipstick now, which might seem a bit bonkers, but look, this is very beautiful red, and I'm going to use a fluffy brush, and I'm actually going to use it on the eye. So I haven't got that much on, and I'm going to go over the top, because I feel like this is giving me sunset vibes and I really want to build that up. And you can see immediately the colour changes. The whole look is changing. It's becoming more intense. I love red around the eye. I do think it's so pretty. And it really pops. The colour really pops. So don't be afraid of trying different things in different places on your face. I love a bit of lipstick on the eye. This is a particularly matte lipstick, and I think that's why this works very well, this formula on the eyes. So underneath, using my little brush, and I mean, this is a whisper. This has got so much pigment in it, and you really just need a tiny bit. So here goes. Just along the lash line. Next up, this. I mean, how beautiful is this? This incredible rose gold. It is like molten gold. I'm going to use a brush and I'll dip it into a tiny bit of water and mix it on. And this helps you to get quite an intense colour. I'm going to just go into the centre of my lids. And blend it out a little bit. Just apply a bit more. And a little bit more. Don't worry if it's a bit of a mess. Because it's wet, you can actually blend it once it dries anyway, if you don't manage to get it sorted out quickly. I haven't got that much lid, but if you do, take it right up to the socket. I'm going to pull mine all the way to the edges now, because as I said, I haven't got that much lid, so I feel like I really want to be able to see this molten, beautiful rose gold colour. If you've got great, big, gorgeous lids, I would just concentrate on in the middle of them. Using the same brush, I'm going to dip it into a tiny bit more water, take most of the water off, gives you most of the control. Don't panic because your eyeshadow will go back to normal, okay? And using a tiny bit of this incredible rose gold, I'm just going to go underneath the centre of the eye. I don't want it to be too sparkly, I just want it to be like a little hint. This is not part of the spring summer collection, but it is part of the permanent collection, and it is the Bois de Chanel black eyeliner. Taking it, I'm just going to pull out my eye just a tiny bit, and I'm applying it over the top of my shadow, and I'm doing just a tiny bit here, just on the outside corner of my upper lid. And using the same very small brush, just soften it out a little bit. I really love using this little technique here, because when I put my mascara on there, lashes are going to instantly look much fuller. And I haven't got the greatest lashes, but by adding a tiny bit along the lash line, not only does it bring the eyes up a little bit, but it also adds a bit of drama to the lashes. Now for a bit of mascara, the Le Volume Stretch de Chanel. I love this wand, it's so easy to get into the lashes. Here we go, you'll see it makes all lashes look incredible. I mean, it's good, right? This one looks like I haven't got any lashes at all, and this one, it's all about the lash. I'm just going to add a little bit of the mascara onto the bottom lashes as well, because I love this deep dark black against the beautiful soft coppery tones. Now to add a little bit of this light into the inner corner. I'm just going to go just here, and I'm just putting it on for now, and you can see it's a bit dusty, so I'm just going to blend it in. I really want to elongate this white tear line. And by adding a little bit of highlighter here, that really helps. Now for what could be described as the most beautiful blush and highlighter ever to have been invented. This lovely rosy coloured, and this is the highlighter, which is shimmery and warm and looks very light reflective. You can see it's really inspired by the way that the light falls, perhaps on the water, on plants. It's very, very beautiful. I'm going to go in for this lovely, soft, corally pink colour. These are quite good, these brushes, because you can really sculpt your face with them. So I'm going to apply it like I would blush onto my cheeks, and then just up like a little bit of bronzer. And the same on the other side. I'm going to use this instead of bronzer because I feel like it's a bit fresher actually. I can use this brush sideways or up and down to really sculpt in the colour. I'm actually going to put this highlighter colour over the top of the blush. Exactly where I put the blush. This will really help the skin to kind of glow and look really fresh and summery. A little bit of blush over the bridge of my nose. Using the same lipstick as we used on the eyes and a fluffy brush, I'm going to apply the lip colour like a kind of stain. I think anything more than that, it will suddenly feel a little bit not as fresh. This is quite a good technique just to build up the colour, and it really picks up the colour of the eyes as well. And now for the Rouge Allure Lac. This is a brand new product by Chanel, and it's a kind of waterproof lip colour, and I'm going to use it on top of what I've done You can actually use it on its own, and it's really hydrating and seems really nourishing as well. The final product isn't from the Spring Summer collection. It's Le Balm Essentiel in transparent, which is probably my go-to favourite product by Chanel. It makes all makeup look incredible. I'm going to just use it over the skin, over the cheekbones here, and you can see the shine starting to happen. It just brings everything to life. I'm just going to put it along my cheekbones and my cheeks. I'm just tapping it onto the skin, onto the bridge of my nose. I love it. It just makes everything look really fresh and alive. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you've enjoyed it. All the products are available on brownthomas.com.